Has a door ever slammed shut in your face, only for you to discover it was perhaps the finest thing that could have befallen you? Indeed, today we are exploring profoundly the art of reversing rejection's impact, drawing inspiration from none other than the Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to imagine a world where every no doesn't diminish you but instead propels you onward. Rejection, a term that frequently brings a sting, can indeed become your pathway to achieving greatness. It isn't about deceiving fate, but about comprehending that at times, the universe's no is a concealed yes to something even more significant. So, do you find yourself feeling unseen, disregarded, or perhaps underappreciated? The time has come to alter the narrative. In this video, we shall unpack 13 potent lessons designed to teach you how to harness rejection's power. We're not merely discussing theory. These are actionable, real-world strategies applicable in your everyday existence. Before we commence, let us ensure this wisdom extends to the widest possible audience. Please hit that like button and activate the notification bell. Doing so informs YouTube that you are deriving value from our shared content. Now, let us embark on this transformative journey collectively, prepared to convert your rejections into your most significant triumphs. Number 1. Ignore them. When life presents the cold shoulder of indifference, do not recoil. Ascend beyond it. Choosing to ignore those who disregard you is not an act of pettiness. It is a potent declaration of your own self-worth. Picture this: someone deems you not worth their time. That is their deficit, not yours. By opting not to engage, you are essentially stating, "I possess greater worth." It is akin to turning a mirror back at them, quietly mirroring their conduct and demonstrating your lack of affectation. Now, how can this be achieved without succumbing to bitterness? The answer is straightforward: concentrate on your own life, your aspirations, your joy. Immerse yourself in activities that enrich you, whether it be reading, engaging in sports, acquiring a new skill, or simply relishing the companionship of individuals who genuinely value you. This endeavor is not about retaliating against someone. It is about reclaiming your personal energy and directing it towards what truly holds significance. At times, it stings when someone disregards us, but rather than lingering in that discomfort, utilize it as a stimulus for personal development. Construct a bastion of self-respect and allow their indifference to rebound from it. You are not merely enduring their rejection, you are flourishing in spite of it. Such an approach not only demonstrates emotional maturity but also stands as a testament to your inherent strength. Always remember, your intrinsic value does not diminish due to another's incapacity to recognize your worth. Remain authentic to yourself, and allow your actions to resonate more profoundly than their silence. 2. Don't react emotionally. Rejection can constantly make you want to react, to let your emotions run unchecked. Yet, here is a clandestine weapon from the Stoic arsenal: calmness. When an individual dismisses you, the temptation is strong to allow frustration or sorrow to take command. Stoicism, a philosophy as pertinent today as in ancient Greece, presents an alternative route. It advocates for embracing a composed, deliberate response. This is not about stifling your feelings, it is about preventing them from controlling you. When you find yourself ignored, rather than becoming agitated or pursuing validation, take a moment to step back. Inquire of yourself, why does this affect me? Frequently, it is not the act of rejection itself, but our own vulnerabilities that inflict the most pain. It is here we must become practical. You are being disregarded. Breathe. Contemplate why this single moment does not define you. It is merely a moment in time. Stoicism instructs us to concentrate on our own actions and responses, not on the conduct of others. Therefore, remain courteous, remain kind. Should you feel inclined to reach out, do so with authentic concern, devoid of expectation. This method is not about passivity, it is about mastering your own emotions. It involves recognizing that your self-worth is not contingent upon the approval of others. Your true power resides in how you choose to respond, not in how others opt to treat you. That is a paradigm shift. Adopting such a mindset is not simple, but its effects are transformative. When you can master calmness when confronted by rejection, you are not merely navigating a difficult situation, you are evolving. You are learning that your internal peace is not dependent on external affirmation. It is a progression towards self-confidence, where you learn to value yourself autonomously. By doing so, you exhibit genuine strength and resilience. And remarkably, that is exceedingly attractive. Individuals are drawn to those who are self-possessed, those who do not falter at the initial sign of indifference. So, by maintaining your composure, you are not just coping, you are thriving. You are becoming an individual who can encounter rejection and convert it into a foundation for personal growth. That is the Stoic path. 3. Remove them from your mind. When confronted by rejection, mastering the art of detachment becomes a formidable instrument in your personal toolkit. This is not about forgetting or feigning that the rejections did not cause pain. It is about transforming that experience into something constructive. Begin by acknowledging the rejection, feel its effect, yet do not permit it to anchor your thoughts. Much like an adept mariner navigating turbulent waters, utilize the waves to guide you forward, not to overturn your vessel. Transforming rejection necessitates a change in viewpoint. Envision rejection not as an impediment, but as a diversionary sign, leading you towards fresh avenues and potentialities. Delve into activities that nourish your spirit and expand your perspectives. Immerse yourself in a book that provokes your thinking, undertake a sport that challenges your physical limits, or engage in a community project that provides a novel outlook. These are not mere diversions, they are stepping stones to self-realization and development. Each new experience shapes a facet of your being, rendering you more resilient, more adaptable. Furthermore, cultivate a sphere of positivity. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and motivate you. In their presence, articulate your ambitions and be receptive to theirs. Such engagements foster an atmosphere where collective growth flourishes. Bear in mind, rejection is not an indicator of your intrinsic worth, it is an invitation to rediscover and reshape yourself. As you traverse this journey, you will discover that what once appeared as a painful rejection was, in reality, a gentle push towards a more enriching existence. 4. Demonstrate your value. Rejection stings, certainly, but it also serves as a crucible for your resilience. Instead of succumbing to its pressure, perceive it as an opportunity to display your tenacity. The next occasion you are sidelined in a meeting or disregarded for a promotion, pause for a breath. Rather than cultivating a tempest of self-pity or resentment, redirect that energy into purposeful action. Engage in a project that showcases your abilities or volunteer to spearhead a new endeavor. Your worth is not lessened by the oversights of others, it is a chance to radiate more brightly, unswayed by the shadows of dismissal. Recall the age-old adage, when one door closes, another one opens. This is not mere empty talk, it is a strategic plan for action. Rejection is not a judgment of your worth, it is a redirection toward where your contributions are more urgently required. If you are overlooked for a particular role, Perhaps the universe is guiding you towards something that aligns more harmoniously with your unique talents and passions. Employ this as a catalyst to reassess and recognize your core strengths. How can you adapt to leverage them most effectively? It is about authoring your own success narrative, one where every obstacle is merely a prelude to a triumphant return. This is not about masking disappointment with a forced smile. It is about embracing the entire range of emotions and then progressing with dignity. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on what lies within our control, our actions and our reactions. When confronted with rejection, practice empathy, both for yourself and for others. Perhaps that colleague who overlooked you is contending with their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a display of weakness, but as a testament to your fortitude. Grow from these experiences, reflect upon them, learn, and then, akin to a phoenix, ascend from the remnants of rejection, more formidable and wiser than before. Rejection, consequently, is not the conclusion of your story. It is a narrative twist, propelling you towards becoming the most genuine, resilient version of yourself. Confront it directly, armed with the wisdom of antiquity and the vigor of youth, and observe as it transforms from your most profound fear into your most valuable ally in personal growth and achievement. 5. Cut off contact. Silence is not merely the lack of sound, it is a potent instrument in your emotional arsenal, particularly when navigating rejection. Envision you have been disregarded or declined. Your immediate instinct might be to rectify the situation, to reach out, to mend that perceived breach. But here's where you alter the dynamic: embrace silence. This is not about engaging in manipulative games, it is about reclaiming your personal power. When you opt not to react, not to inundate with messages or calls, you are taking a deliberate step back. This pause is not just beneficial for you to realize it, it is for you to remember that your worth is not tethered to another's approbation. Let us delve more deeply. This silence is not passive, it is active and strategic. You are not simply waiting, you are reflecting and evolving. It is a period to recenter on your goals, your passions, your existence. Conceive of it as a reset mechanism, affording you clarity and fortitude. This interval of no contact is not cold or harsh, it is a boundary established for your mental tranquility. It communicates, I respect myself too profoundly to pursue or plead. This mindset is not merely stoic, it is empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. Ultimately, consider the unspoken message you are conveying. In a society where immediate responses are anticipated, your silence can be compelling, even alluring. It demonstrates that you are not easily unsettled, that you possess a life replete with interests and priorities beyond this single rejection. It is not about inducing regret or compelling them to return abjectly. It is about showing you are steadfast, centered, and not readily influenced by external validation. This approach does not assure a modification in their conduct, but it does guarantee a transformation in yours, rendering you stronger, more centered, and prepared to confront whatever arises with grace and poise. 6. Prove them wrong. The art of utilizing rejection is not solely about disproving others. It is about demonstrating to yourself what you are genuinely capable of achieving. It involves transforming no into your catalyst for development. Let us suppose someone casts doubt on your capabilities in a particular skill or task. Herein lies your opportunity to refine that skill, not for their endorsement, but to transcend your own perceived limitations. Immerse yourself deeply in learning, practice with unwavering dedication, and present a level of proficiency you might not have known you possessed. This is not about a dramatic unveiling to the skeptics, It is about quietly constructing a fortress of competence and self-assurance. Now, envision the influence of your actions rather than your words. You need not broadcast your intentions or advancements. Allow your outcomes to speak for themselves. If you are considered uncreative, embark upon a project that highlights your ingenuity. If labeled as uncommitted, let your consistent efforts be your rebuttal. This silent revolution of self-enhancement is not a confrontation against the perceptions of others, but a personal quest for excellence. When you alter the world's narrative about your capabilities, it shifts. The true core of proving them wrong resides not in altering their views, but in transforming your own self-perception. Your journey of self-improvement will not only astonish others but will also redefine your comprehension of your own potential. This is not merely about proving them wrong, it is about redefining what right signifies to you. And in this journey, the most profound victory is the realization that the sole validation that truly matters is the one you bestow upon yourself. 7. Go out and have fun. Life's authentic essence radiates most brilliantly when we venture beyond our established comfort zones. Embracing joy is not simply about experiencing pleasure, it is a strategic maneuver to cultivate resilience when confronted with rejection. The conventional response is to retreat, to immerse oneself in the sorrow of the experience. But here is a novel approach: counteract that instinct by intentionally pursuing joy. This is not about disregarding your feelings, it is about providing them with a new arena. Whether it involves exploring a novel hobby or revisiting an old passion, the act itself becomes a declaration of defiance against the burden of rejection. Humans are inherently social beings, and there is tremendous power in collective experiences. In your endeavor to leverage rejection, recall the significance of your social circle. Invite friends for a hike, participate in a community art initiative, or simply share a meal. These instances of connection do more than merely elevate your spirits, they reaffirm your position within the intricate fabric of human interaction. Each shared laugh, each exchanged story, serves as a subtle affirmation that you are more than the aggregate of your setbacks. You are an integral part of a grander narrative, one that thrives on connection. And resilience is where the true enchantment occurs. Embrace the connected. Rejection can seem like a closed portal, but in truth, it unveils many others. Sample a cuisine you have never tasted, visit a locale you have never explored, or attend a workshop on an unfamiliar subject. These experiences are not mere diversions, they are avenues for growth. Each novel experience adds dimensions to your character, rendering you more adaptable, more empathetic, and better equipped to manage life's unforeseen challenges. Remember, the objective is not to forget the rejection, but to evolve from it, transforming every no into a stepping stone towards a more enriched, more vibrant existence. 8. Build your social status. Imagine yourself in a room, disregarded, almost unseen. Herein lies your concealed opportunity. Stoicism instructs us to convert such moments of rejection into catalysts for personal advancement. Instead of pursuing validation, concentrate on self-improvement and community engagement. This is not about ascending a social hierarchy, it is about ascending your own ladder of self-development. Activities such as physical fitness, exploring hobbies, or progressing in your career are not mere tasks, they are your instruments for sculpting a stronger, more resilient self. Consider sharing your journey, not for acclaim, but for connection. When you discuss your interests or accomplishments, let it serve as a conduit to find others who resonate with your narrative. This is not a tactic to amass followers, but a genuine endeavor to discover kindred spirits. By engaging in volunteering or networking, You are not merely adding entries to your curriculum vitae, you are weaving a tapestry of meaningful relationships. This approach is profoundly embedded in Stoic philosophy, where personal growth and contribution to the collective good are inextricably linked. In constructing your social status, the intention is of utmost importance. It is not a pursuit of popularity, it is a journey towards becoming an enhanced version of yourself. Every step you undertake, let it be a step towards improvement, with a cascading effect that enriches the community. This shift in perspective is pivotal. It is not about being perceived, it is about perceiving your own growth and, in turn, assisting others in their growth. This Stoic mindset is a potent tool for navigating the contemporary world, turning the tide of rejection into a powerful surge of positive transformation. 9. Act as if they don't exist. When confronted by someone who disregards you, at times the most potent response is a tranquil one. This is not about being mean-spirited or aloof, it is about safeguarding your own serenity. If an individual chooses to overlook you, permit them to do so. Do not expend your energy attempting to capture their attention or initiate a dialogue. Instead, redirect your focus. In a social environment, such as a party, this might involve turning towards someone who appreciates your company. Initiate a conversation there. It is about recognizing that your worth is not determined by another's acknowledgement. In those unavoidable encounters where interaction is necessary, maintain professionalism. Keep conversations concise, pertinent, and devoid of personal intimacy. This is not about outshining them, it is about showing up for yourself. By adhering strictly to a professional demeanor, you deny space for unnecessary complications. It is a stance that communicates, I am present for what is essential, not for theatrics. This approach assists you in remaining focused on what is truly important, keeping you grounded and unperturbed by indifference. Ultimately, should the disregard persist, embrace the power of disengagement. This is not a surrender, it is a strategic withdrawal. It is about comprehending that your energy is more fruitfully invested elsewhere, in relationships and endeavors that bring you joy and foster growth. By choosing not to participate in a one-sided contest, you are not merely moving beyond an individual, you are progressing towards superior opportunities, healthier interactions, and a more peaceful state of being. Your reaction to indifference is not an admission of defeat, it is a testament to your strength and self-respect. 10. Give them the silent treatment. Opting for silence when faced with indifference is not about gaining an advantage, it is about preserving your dignity. 11. Don't beg for attention. In the presence of indifference, the Stoic path is not to implore for attention, it is a summons to ground yourself in your own self-worth and autonomy. When someone disregards you, it is not an invitation for you to perform more ostentatiously for their notice. Instead, it is a chance to turn inward and reassert your own intrinsic value. Stoicism instructs us that our self-esteem should not be a pendulum, swayed by the attentions of others. It is about being steadfast in your own self-regard, knowing that your worth is not subject to negotiation. Engage in your passions and pursuits with a heart filled with self-efficacy. This is not about exhibiting to make someone realize their oversight, it is about realizing for yourself what you contribute. Indulge in activities that bring you fulfillment, connect with individuals who appreciate you, and cultivate a life that instills pride in you. This is not a passive endeavor, it is a vibrant, active embrace of your own existence. It is about being so engrossed in your own growth and happiness that the necessity for external validation begins to diminish into insignificance. Thus, rather than pursuing fleeting attention, invest in yourself. Construct a life with which you are content, irrespective of how others perceive it. Let your confidence and self-assurance be a consequence of your personal development and accomplishments, not a performance staged for an audience. This Stoic approach is not merely about managing rejection, it is about transcending it. By concentrating on what truly matters, your own journey of growth and fulfillment, you transform rejection into an opportunity to fortify your resolve and deepen your understanding of self-worth. 12. Be kind but emotionally distant. Even when confronted by indifference, opt to respond with kindness, yet keep your emotional realm fortified. This is not about being unfeeling, it is about safeguarding your inner tranquility. When someone ignores you, it is natural to experience hurt or frustration. However, Stoicism teaches us to greet such moments not with emotional agitation, but with a composed spirit. Offer a smile, a courteous salutation, or a simple wish for a pleasant day, but do so without the burden of expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a bartering chip. Maintaining emotional distance is not about erecting barriers, it is about defining boundaries. It is comprehending that while you can govern your actions, you cannot dictate how others will respond. This distance is not an indication of weakness, but a hallmark of strength and self-respect. It is a deliberate choice not to permit someone else's actions to determine your emotional condition. By remaining kind yet detached, you are asserting, I choose not to allow your indifference to disrupt my equilibrium. This approach not only shields you, it empowers you. And this path, combining kindness with emotional detachment, is a potent embodiment of Stoic wisdom. It is a delicate balance that enables you to interact with grace, yet stand unwavering in your own emotional integrity. It is a demonstration of respect for yourself and for others, and a testament to your maturity and comprehension. In this manner, you navigate through life's rejections, not with bitterness or pain, but with an unshakable sense of inner serenity and dignity. 13. Don't reveal your struggle. When an individual ignores you, the urge to display your distress can be considerable. Nevertheless, Stoicism imparts the art of preserving our composure. It is not about feigning that all is well, it is about internal fortitude. Projecting that you are unaffected is not a mere act, it is a manifestation of genuine inner stability. Proceed with your life with the same energy and resolve as previously. This is not a performance for others, but a testament to your own inherent strength. Such an approach is not about negating your feelings. Acknowledge them, certainly, but do not allow them to steer your course. Let calmness and self-assurance be your navigators. It is about controlling what is within your power, your actions, your responses, your demeanor. By continuing your life with confidence, you are not merely demonstrating your strength to others, you are reaffirming it to yourself. It is a subtle yet potent method of asserting that your sense of self-worth is independent of the opinions or actions of others. In essence, by not exposing your struggle, you are embracing the Stoic philosophy of emotional resilience. This is not about concealing your emotions, it is about managing them in a manner that upholds your dignity and self-respect. It is a display of wisdom and integrity, showing that you are anchored in your own character and not swayed by external circumstances. Your response when faced with rejection is not solely for the world's observation, it is a mirror reflecting your own fortitude and stability. We have journeyed together through the intricate pathways of reverse psychology, uncovering 13 potent lessons on converting rejection into an instrument for your success. Remember, each no you encounter is a stepping stone to resilience, a lesson in Stoicism, teaching us to channel inner strength. Now, I issue a challenge to you, apply these insights in your daily existence. Embrace rejection, not as an impediment, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. I am eager to hear your narratives of triumph. So, please hit that subscribe button, activate the notification bell, and leave a comment below. Share your journey, your victories, and even your challenges. If you find yourself at a loss for words, simply type "strength in adversity" to indicate you have completed our session. Your engagement fuels this community, guiding us towards wisdom, understanding, and above all, the art of transforming every challenge into an opportunity. Here's to collectively mastering the art of Stoic resilience. Stay stoic. I've tried to keep the sentence structures varied but familiar to your original style, slightly shifting phrases and reordering clauses while preserving the core message and tone of each point. Let me know if this aligns with what you were looking for.